Hi guys, welcome along, and today I'm going to give you my 100-mile review of the Adidas Boston 11. But before we get into that, please give this video a thumbs up, give us a like, and before you leave today, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. So let's get into it. We're not going to go into the stats, drop, height, all that malarkey. You can find all that information out if you go and have a look at this video above now, which was my initial review of this shoe. So, saying that, got this shoe 7 weeks ago now, and we're 139 miles into it, so it's more than a 100-mile review. It's 139, so it's averaging about 19, 20 miles a week. This shoe has been doing. Just to remind you, I did buy this shoe myself, got it at the National Running Show back in January. It was half price, £70 instead of £140, so it was a bargain not to be sniffed at. But as I've said before about Adidas shoes, never pay full price for an Adidas shoe. You can always find a discount out there, and if you sign up for the newsletter you get an instant 20% discount, so always look for the discounts when you're buying Adidas shoes. So keep it brief, keep it quick. 139 miles, really enjoyed being in this shoe. It has done things from just a couple of miles light easy running up to, I think I've done 18 miles, the longest distance I've done in this shoe, and I think I've done that twice, done a 16-mile as well. But most of this shoe I've been using for the midweek runs, you know, the runs of anything between 4, 8, 10 miles, and it's been fantastic, to be honest. I've had no problems at all, no issues with any rub, no hot spots, no blisters or anything have come from this shoe, which is fantastic. Now, in my initial video I was concerned that the upper, which is now made from the recycled materials, was pretty I thought it was pretty stiff when I got the shoe. Now luckily it has worn in, it has broken in, and it is a little bit, well, it's a lot more flexible now than it was when I initially got it. I would say on the first couple of runs it felt stiff around the ankle, but it has got a lot better. So the upper itself, very breathable. The material's okay. It was stiff, it isn't anymore, so yeah, it's working well. I think it could do with more padding around the heel. The Boston 10, the iteration before this one, had more padding on the heel. I think it probably could do with just a touch more in this shoe, but it's fine as it is. But I just think it just to make it that 1% better, if it had a little bit more padding, would be fantastic. As I've said numerous times before, Light Strike seems to be one of the more stiffer foams out there, and when you initially put a pair of Adidas shoes on that got the Light Strike, they do feel stiff, and I think that puts a lot of people off. But it's one of those foams that you've got to put some miles into it, 15, 20 miles, it starts to feel better, and you do feel a lot more cushioned, and you do feel like you're getting a lot more return. So yeah, it is cushioned once you've broke it in. And if you look at the outsole, we've got no wear, 139 miles, there's no wear in there at all. You know, the Continental rubber is holding up well. You can just see some pitting marks around here where it's got some stones stuck in it and what have you. But generally, after 139 miles, I'm impressed with this shoe, and this Boston Marathon training block, this has probably been my go-to training shoe. I have used the Adidas Pro when I've been doing the 20 plus miles. I have used the Boston 10 on a couple of runs, but generally this is the shoe I've been using for my everyday training. I've not run any races in it. I don't think it's a race day shoe, but it's definitely a good shoe for your everyday runs. As I say, from 2 miles to 18 miles, not had a problem at all with this shoe. And if you go through my Strava, you'll see the type of paces I've been running. So I've used this shoe at my steady pace, about a 9-minute pace. Used it for tempo and marathon pace work as well, so around that 7:50, 8-minute mile pace. And I've also done a couple of intervals and hill sessions in it where I've been getting the paces up to less than 6-minute per mile paces on those really short intervals. So yeah, it's worked well. The rubber's holding up, the energy rods in there seem to do the job, and yeah, it's, for me, it's a great all-round shoe. Do I recommend it to you? Yeah, I do. I do love it. But if you do get this shoe, as I said at the beginning of this video, you've got to let it bed in. Don't go off your first run and think, no, I don't like it. Give it a few runs, get those 15, 20, 25 miles into it, and you will find that it's a totally different shoe to when you first put it on, and it really does feel good on your feet. It is responsive, and you can do your everyday running in it. If you can get it for half price, it's a bargain. So, 139 miles in, this gets a thumbs up from me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much indeed for watching this video, but don't go anywhere. go and watch this video as well.